So if you want to follow me over this way,
right.
I can bring you to where this actually used to be our old kitchen in the house. We used to have a couple cabinets over here. We had our refrigerator, the cabinets in the sink right here looking out. And now we turned it into our playroom. But
So the kitchen was here, and then they did new heating.
New heating down here, but it's not the most comfortable space. It's so chilly in here.
Sure.
We wanted to see what else we can do
cold
with the
too
radiator.
in here.
I think it's the coldest room in the
All
house.
right. Well,
actually.
I can understand what the installer was thinking. If the cabinets were here, they would have been the only place. Yeah. But baseboard, by its design, is designed to be on the outside wall and do a perimeter around the building so that cool air would be drawn into the bottom and then wash the outside wall, okay? So what we should do is look at whether or not we can relocate or put new baseboard on this outside wall.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Basement is here? Yep.
Yes, it's
Good.
down here.
All right.
Oh, we have
Kid-proof.
Everything is kid-proof. Everything is kid-proof. So I'll bring you right down this way.
All right, you got a little laundry down here, I see.
Yes,
Great.
so this is our laundry room, and this is the heating.
All right, so right here is where your kitchen cabinets used to be. So that means your baseboard, oh yeah, here it is right here. So they use PEX tubing to supply the heated water up to the baseboard right here. The baseboard's right above us. Okay, and you can see it drops back down here and going right back to the mechanical room. Okay. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. You know, we can actually take new baseboard, more of it, from here to here and down here. All I have to do is reconfigure this plastic tubing, so you'll have way more heating output and you'll be comfortable. That sound good to you?
That sounds great.
All right.
That sounds great.
So these lines work back to the mechanical room right here. Oh, look at this, great. You got a gas-fired condensing boiler, I love that. And this is the one that makes hot water too.
Yes,
Do you love it?
Oh, it's the best thing.
Right. So it
Never
takes
ran
air
hot
from
water.
outside, it burns the fuel, and then exhausts to outside here.
Yep.
And this is the mechanical room. Now, this is always scary to people, but you know, it sort of looks like this
Like a jigsaw.
submarine. So, but it's pretty straightforward. I know that you have two thermostats, right?
Yes, we do.
I know because there's two circulator pumps. These are the pumps that'll send heated water to each zone. They're like the heart that sends blood around. In this case, it's going to send heated water. Here's the one for the second floor. Here's the one for the first floor. And your line comes back to right here. So this is the line right here that we're going to have to interrupt. That's one. And the other one is right here. And there's a drain valve right here to take the water out. I want to make sure that the boiler doesn't try to fire, so I'm going to turn off the service valve right there. Now it's going to drain the water out and I can get started.
Thank you.
And now we can cut the PEX lines to the baseboard. Not too bad. Whoop, there you go. Good. Bye-bye. All right, so I cut back the existing wooden baseboard, and that'll allow the new hydronic baseboard to fit in perfectly. Hold it back right there, Danny. Let me just get a screw in there. All right, Danny, so this is what makes baseboard actually heat the room. This is called a copper fin element. Copper pipe right here, aluminum fins. Air is drawn up across the elements. The heated water gives up its heat to the air and comes up this way. So now what we're going to do is put this into the base, and it sets on these carriers right here. So just guide that in right there. It's really important to have these expansion reliefs right here on the carriers because this element gets hot and it expands like crazy. It needs a place to transfer that so don't you hear a pinging and tinging. All right, so now let's look at the end. Do you see, just once you line that up, see how that pipe,
Yep.
right? Is it
right
perfect?
By the hole. Yep, perfect.
Okay, so now we're gonna come up here, the water's gonna come along here, so then we're gonna solder this connection right here. But now we get to this end, look at what happens. So this hole had to be drilled just short of a floor joist right here. And this is the fitting that we need. We're gonna have to cut this back, remove these additional elements, clean it, flux it, and solder it. Flame away. All right, so the solder connections have had a chance to cool, and now we're going to make the first of our PEX connections. I really like this connection. You know, I want to show it to you. So here's the standard size of the PEX tubing. But look, the fitting doesn't actually fit inside. So this manufacturer makes a sleeve that fits just over the outside of it. And now with a special tool, you can expand both the tubing and the sleeve. And that sleeve has a memory, and they go back to where the first one makes a really tight connection. So just like that. You didn't know you were a plumber's assistant.
No, I didn't.
You're the best. Look at that. Look at that. Now, we can reconnect the PEX lines in the basement and refill the heating system. All right, turn the water on, and now that goes out. All right, so the system is filled again and purged, and now it's time to just do the nice touches to finish it up. Snaps on. Okay, so now you have got this baseboard, and it's actually high output baseboard. It's taller and it's got a bigger element. So this is more output per foot, and there's more of it. Used to have 7 feet over here, now it's 10 feet over here. So you're gonna have plenty of heat, I promise you, in this room for you and your kids.
Thank you so
All right?
much.
What I also did though was I took the wooden trim and cut it so it fits right here. So that'll look like this. Your kids can't drop any more toys in it.
Perfect.
I promise. All right?
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I wish you a really warm winter.
Thank you so much.
Bye, my dear.
Thank you.
See ya. You're a great helper, by the way.
Oh, thank
great
you.
helper.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.